Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are building tiny houses inspired by bugs. We are building 6 tiny houses. The first house that we're building is actually gonna be for a beetle. This is a pink greenish beetle. I wanted the roof of the house to sort of mimic or mirror the beetle, and I think it does a pretty good job. I decided to use this like roof trim. I don't know what pack this is from. This might be from Life and Death in black, because I realized that insects have a lot of black accents to them, so a lot of the houses in this build will have that little like black trim from Life and Death. For this first beetle, I decided to use in the front, like outside, this flooring from Base Game, which also gave me berry beetle vibes. I do end up switching it around, but in the meantime, I think it does work out for this space. I decided to use this wallpaper that is actually from Lovestruck, and I think it looks great for the vibe that we're going for. And then I decided to use like this whole kitchen from Life and Death in pink. Like the appliances and the countertops and the cabinets, everything in this dark pink from Life and Death, and it looks amazing. Also, this beetle has like some green touches, so that's why the windows are in green, and you'll see that throughout this build you're gonna see a lot of green and pink together, which I think are such great complementary colors. Actually, I don't know if they're complementary. I know green and red are, but I don't know if pink is. I mean, technically pink is red. So I also try to incorporate a lot of black into this build. Again, they are bugs, so they have a lot of black accents on them. In the living room, I decided to use this like little bedside table from Life and Death, and I put 3 of them together. I did try to block out some of the repetitive stuff going on here, so it doesn't look like it's the same little cabinet 3 times. I decided to use this sofa that I believe is from Cottage Living, and this is where I changed the flooring to this like darker red, like a darker red pink. I don't know what it is truly, but I think it looks good. I think it does give me beetle vibes. I decided to use this painting that is from Strangerville with the truck that also has those like pink and green touches. And I honestly was imagining that this house was for like a girl sim, possibly. With the colors that we have going on, that's the vibe I was getting for this house. I decided to use this bed that is from Life and Death. We have enough space for like a double bed, which is amazing. I also used again this Life and Death cabinet and a little lamp from Base Game. I also used this picture frame that is from Lovestruck in this swatch with the girl. I just imagined this girl having the time of her life in this house. I found this like wall art that is from Dream Home Decorator, and I thought it also was giving like beetle vibes because of the roundness of the trees. So that's what I decided to go with here. Sorry, I'm all over the place. We do have enough space in this bathroom for a sink, a shower, and a toilet. So that's our first house. The second house that we are building is also for a beetle, but this is a more like purplish blue beetle. I'm honestly obsessed with the colors that like these insects can blend into. It's honestly very surprising. I don't spend a lot of time looking at bugs because I don't necessarily love them, but I'm amazed at how pretty these bugs can be. So this house will definitely have a lot of black, blue, and purple. Over here, I decided to use for the base this brick that I believe is from Cottage Living, and then I just put a little bit of purple upstairs with this roofing also in purple. I decided to go more for a modern look with a lot of doors and windows from Businesses and Hobbies, and I think this is one of our smallest houses. It's very long, and we don't have enough space upstairs to put the bathroom like we did in the first house. So the bathroom will have to go downstairs in this house. Yeah, I don't know. This person is definitely a little bit more goth than the first person, because the first person was definitely a lot more loud and extravagant, but this person is a lot more chill, I think, and maybe a little bit more quiet. So this is where I decided to put the restroom, and because of that I decided to rearrange the kitchen a little bit, which was great because it gave the sim another counter to cook on. Also, because if I had put the living room over here where the kitchen is, I don't think we would have had enough space to put like a TV. So I think the kitchen works out better on this side. Honestly, this little shelf from For Rent is one of my favorite ones, because if you have a small kitchen, you can use that anywhere and you don't even have to put upper cabinets. Sometimes like upper cabinets can seem like a lot because, you know, it doesn't feel like airy. So having these like small shelves with already pre-cluttered stuff really helps out with a build. In here, I decided to use this rug that is from Stranger Build, and I think it's amazing. It also works out perfectly for this build. And over on this side, I decided to put these like little chairs and dining table from, the chairs are from Lovestruck, and then the table I believe is also from Lovestruck. I did put some art in here that is actually from Base Game. We got this in the update a while ago, so it has like some interesting swatches, but this one was perfect for like this build because it comes in like blue and purple. Over on this side, I was just trying to figure out what clutter to put in here. I also imagined that this sim was a little bit more practical, so that's why I put like the iron thingy so they can iron their clothes. In the restroom, I didn't think we had enough space to put a sink, so I just put a shower in here and a toilet. And the sim can wash their hands in the kitchen. I mean, it's just right outside. I did put a little mirror from Base Game on the wall. I've been thinking about getting Eco Lifestyle just because of that mirror that they can put on the wall. But it's crazy to get Eco Lifestyle just for a mirror. So I haven't purchased it yet. For upstairs, I decided to use this wallpaper once again from Lovestruck in purple. And then I am using this bed that is actually from high school years. And I think this tells me a lot more about this sim, which I absolutely love. Trying to incorporate that blue color with a lot of accents from Lovestruck. And then outside, I just put a little bar with a couple of chairs, nothing crazy. This is the only house that I think we have a balcony in. Well, there's another one, but it's really tiny. There isn't really like enough space. The next house that we are building is for the ladybug, so it's inspired by the ladybug. And every time I think of a ladybug, I think of the one from A Bug's Life. I think that's the name of the movie, the Disney one, Pixar. And I know that ladybug is a dude, so that's what I got inspired by to build this house. This guy is definitely playing the guitar, so you'll see that in here. I do give him a guitar. And I did use a lot of doors and windows from Businesses and Hobbies, again going in with that white and that roundness of a ladybug. I also used this tiny window from Businesses and Hobbies, like the circle, which I think, you know, perfectly, it's also like perfect for like a ladybug. And here we do have space for a small restroom, and I decided to put that downstairs. And I decided to use this flooring from Base Game. I chose these countertops that are from, oh my god, I always forget the name of this pack. The one with the magicians. I always forget. but that's what I decided to use here. And this bag actually doesn't have like upper cabinets. I don't really know why, but I found these little like shelves that are actually from Businesses and Hobbies, and these are for like the tattoo shop because you can put your colors in here. But I just thought, like, how punk would it be to use these tattoo shop shelves as your kitchen kitchen shelves? And he is a dude, so he would definitely do that, I think. I don't know. So I just cluttered up all these cabinets or shelves and just gave them to him there. Also, this fridge was perfect because it did definitely give me dude vibes, and I love that. We did have space for a small dining table with a couple of chairs, and I did use that rug. I think it's from Base Game with the ladybug. I gave him a huge TV and this really cozy sofa from the Book Nook kit. I did try to incorporate more of the ladybug with that little frame, and then I did put a picture frame of just guitars. Up here is where I decided to put the restroom, and I am using this bed that is from Lovestruck. And again, going in with that roundness of the ladybug, the back of this bed screams ladybug to me. I don't know. What do you guys think? For the restroom, I didn't do anything crazy. We did have enough space to put a shower, toilet, and sink, not like the other house. And then I found this rug from the Cozy Kitsch kit, and I didn't realize that it came like with a reddish like swatch, which was perfect. Now, the fourth house that I decided to build was for a bee. Bees actually have a lot of black, and the yellow is actually kind of dull. I think it's more played up in like cartoons and stuff like that. On the roof, I did put like this accent because, you know, bees can sting you, and then like they leave their little like tail if they sting you or whatever. So that's why I decided to put that up there. And because bees love flowers, I decided to use these windows and doors from that pack, Realm of Magic. Oh my god, you guys, all this time, and it was Realm of Magic. I don't know why I can't ever remember the name of that pack. But those are the windows and doors that I'm using for this house. Perfect flowers, bees, yellow. It was a perfect match made in heaven. This is, I think, the smallest house that we have in this entire neighborhood. I don't know how I did this, but you'll see that I changed the layout a little bit here downstairs because I don't think we're gonna have enough space for even a living room. The most important things in The Sims 4, whenever you're building a house, I would say, is a kitchen, toilet, and basically sleep. They're basically humans, but, you know, somewhat. And so for the kitchen, I decided to use these countertops from Snowy Escape. And oh my god, look at this thing from the Blooming Rooms kit. It was perfect. Like, it looks like the beehives, like the hexagons. Yeah, like it looks like where the bees stay in. So I decided to put that in the kitchen, and it looks perfect for the bee aesthetic, I guess you can say. I did put a lot more plants and a few more flowers here. In the entrance, I put this little shelf from Base Game that, again, we got in that LGBTQ plus update. And because this house is so tiny, I end up making the toilet a little bit smaller, and I don't think I give him a sink. I think I just give him a shower and a toilet. And you'll see right now what I end up doing with the little additional space. I thought for a second I wanted to put the dining table there, but I was like, how sad to just put one chair in the dining table. So I decided to change it. So what we're gonna do here is take these windows from Snowy Escape and make this super cute and cozy like nook. I am obsessed with this house. If I had to live in one of the houses, it would probably be this one. Like, look how friggin' cute this looks. With the Book Nook kid stuff, I am obsessed with this little nook. It just looks so cozy. So because we had a lot of space in the middle, I decided to put 4 chairs in the dining table. And we don't have space for a TV, you guys. So I gave them a radio, a yellow radio from the Cozy Kitsch kit. And I just put a mirror here in the entryway or exit of the house, whatever you want to call it. It's both an entry and exit way, I guess. It's the same thing. And I guess even though we didn't have space for much, I did have space for a desk, and I gave them the typewriter computer from Cottage Living. So I also gave them a yellow flower, which I don't know if that's from Lovestruck, but I think it looks great. It matches perfectly with the windows and everything for this bee. Upstairs, I decided to use this bed that is from Lovestruck once again. Or is this from? No, it is from Lovestruck. Yeah. And it looks a little yellow here, but that green stuff over it is definitely green. It's not that yellow, but it matches perfectly with our windows. Now, the second to last house that we are building is actually for a butterfly or a moth. I am not really sure what it is, but yeah, it is a very specific tone of green or color of green. I was having a hard time, I think, finding things to put in here to match it perfectly. But thank God for the windows and doors from Stranger Build, because look at them. They are perfect, and this wallpaper is amazingly perfect. So as we step into the house, I decided to put a few more windows everywhere. I found these windows that are actually from Cottage Living in black, and they have like a green butterfly on them. And then also this wallpaper, like it has like little diamonds from businesses and hobbies, and I'm using this wallpaper in the kitchen that is from the Home Chef Hustle kit. I wanted to bring in more of that black, so I decided to use this flooring from Base Game. And then I was trying to figure out, because this butterfly moth has a little bit of lilac, and I found these chairs from Life and Death, and they match perfectly. They are so pretty, and so I knew I had to include them. Also, this wallpaper from the Home Chef Hustle kit has a little bit of purple in it, so I think it looks good as well. Like, it does make sense. Again, using that little shelf from For Rent in a white tone, and I think it looks great. I do end up changing these curtains. These are from High School Years, and although they are cute, I just don't think they are giving what they need to give. We did have space for a full restroom in this house, so I just did that really quickly in here. And then we also do have a lot of space in here for a sofa, and I decided to use this one from High School Years. I don't know what it is about High School Years having like these like greenish weird tones that go perfectly with this butterfly. I decided to give him this fireplace from the Cozy Kitsch kit, and I give him this tiny TV from Base Game. Also this painting from Life and Death. I think it looks really good. Like the colors, like I feel like this painting is what brings everything together in this house. A few more things here downstairs, nothing crazy. And as we go upstairs, I think this is one of the largest bedrooms that we have in this neighborhood. Again, with those windows from Cottage Living with the butterfly and the dark accents. And we have a huge window in front of the bed where the sim can look out into the wilderness, which is amazing. I love it. Yeah. Let me know if you guys have ever built a house inspired by insects, or which one was your favorite house out of all the ones that I've built so far. The last one, well, yeah, you'll see. Let me know. Let me know what you guys think. It's definitely a weird one, the last one. This house was definitely for a girl. I was feeling more girly vibes. So yeah, I definitely love it. But I don't know if I would live in this house. I think the bee house was also for a girl. It was gender neutral. You can say anybody could live in the bee house. It was just really nice. I did put this mirror, which is so ugly. It doesn't go that well. And oh my god, these butterflies from Adventure Awaits. So with Adventure Awaits, we got origami. Yeah, these are the curtains that I decided to change to from Businesses and Hobbies. So Adventure Awaits, we got origami, and in base game, for anybody who has base game, you can open debug and you'll see these origami butterflies. They are so cute, and I was like, I have to put them in this build. Now the last house is for a monarch butterfly, and I used some weird windows in this house for whatever reason. Monarch butterflies have a lot of black and some accents of orange, so I tried to incorporate that. This entryway door from Realm of Magic was giving me butterfly. And so this house, I think, was also inspired or built for a dude. There is a picture frame that I decided to use that is from Stranger Bill with like the cowboy looking over like some mountains. And I was like, a dude definitely lives in this house. So I decided to use this brick wallpaper. I don't know what pack this is from, but it's in a orangey tone, so it works out. I did give him a fireplace and this rug from the Refined Living Room kit, as well as this sofa from the Refined Living Room kit. What do I put here in the space? Oh, I'm also obsessed with this tree from Businesses and Hobbies. I think I put it in like almost all my constructions. Like, I cannot not put it. And this is the frame I was talking about. Like, this is inspired by Monarch Butterfly, but maybe the person who lives here is a cowboy. Yeah, I think it looks cute. And then I decided to use these little countertops from Realm of Magic. Once I remember it, I don't forget it. And then for whatever reason, you guys, I decided to use this fridge with white, and then the stove is black. It was weird. I don't know why I did that, but we're just gonna embrace it. And then look at this shelf from Cottage Living. I think I was losing my mind at this point, and I was just putting whatever in here. But I think it still turned out pretty cute. Let me know what you guys think about this last build. We did have space for just like a little countertop. Since this is a dude, I think he can eat on those little bar stools. I mean, anybody could eat on those bar stools, but I feel like he wouldn't care to have like a dining table. I don't know. What am I saying? Doesn't matter. Going upstairs, we have a little tiny toilet and we have a little balcony out here as well. Yeah, so I am putting just like general stuff in here, a lot of stuff from base game. And then as we step outside, I just put some trellises out here from high school years, and I think I give them a little bench. Oh, there's a butterfly bench from, what's it called? From Love Struck. Yeah. And this is the first bedroom where I put a single bed. This is the tiniest bedroom. Not the tiniest house, I don't think, but the tiniest bedroom for sure. And so, I mean, I think it still ended up looking really cute for this guy. I think he dedicated time to his house, honestly. Like, kudos to him. So yeah, you guys, this is what the neighborhood ended up looking like. I did give him like a little like communal area. I got these little trees from the gallery. This is a shared space. They are all friends and they all get along, and sometimes maybe they don't, but I love every single one of these houses. I'm obsessed with this one with the pink beetle and green. Like, I love this color combination. I need to do it more often. And then we have a more modern chill house in like this purple, black, and blue. Super cute as well. It's a little bit more dark with this bed from high school years. Maybe this is where they gather, you know, at that little like rooftop area. Definitely makes sense to me in my brain that they would gather there. And then here we have a ladybug inspired house. Love it. Super red. Obsessed with these colors. The shelves in the kitchen, I think that's probably one of my favorite parts. And then we have the bee house. maybe, you know, bees are smart, spelling bees. I don't know, just making things up right at this point. Maybe that's why they like reading. And then the beehive shelves from the Blooming Rooms kit. It's just perfect. And then the windows and the doors that are flowers, and the desk has a yellow flower and it's all yellow. Like, I'm obsessed with this house. And then the second to last house, again, is this beautiful greenhouse for the moth butterfly, and incorporating those touches of purple that it has in, like, I think it's in the little eyes. I'm obsessed with this color. And yeah, this is the bedroom with this huge window that just looks out into the beautiful trees. The last house is for a monarch butterfly. I think I'm saying that super wrong for this dude. And I think it looks really cute. I really like these little chairs from Businesses and Hobbies. And it's definitely more Western style based on like what I'm seeing, more traditional. So I love it actually. So yeah, this is what I have for y'all today. Let me know what y'all think. Thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye.